We all have those moments, the turning points, the ones that split your life into before and after. I've had a few, but there is one I'll never forget. And it started with a simple message, just one text from my sister. Mom has cancer. You better come. When you get messages like these, it's shocking. I've never really talked about this situation my family went through publicly, but since I come in closer to the date when everything happened, I feel like there are some things that I reflect on and I want to share them with you because I believe some of you need to hear this. My mom got cancer. 7 years ago, I got this message from my sister. The situation was so bad. She had the 4th stage of cancer. And you probably will ask, how did it happen that you guys didn't notice that your mom has a cancer? Well, we lived in different cities. And although we spoke with each other, like texted and a video on WhatsApp, still there wasn't that personal connection. And sometimes people hide how they feel, unfortunately. And mom was a kind of a person who she preferred to hide that she was not unwell. She was unwell. This is why we didn't prevent the 4th stage of cancer. When I came to my mom's place, I was in a quite shock state, I would say. I really couldn't believe that everything I see is going on with our family, with my mom, who always was so strong and wise and really independent person. But all this disease, I believe, it comes from the way a person lives. And unfortunately, I can't say my mom lived a happy life. In fact, I don't remember times when she would come back from her work and say, what was a good day? No, she always came back pissed off and really unsatisfied with her life, I would say. And at home, she also didn't feel like in peace. It always was something in the air, some irritation in the air from anything. This is also made me realize how important just to live the life you love, because we choose to live life we live now. It's our choice. And the idea that we are in control of our own life is so powerful, but unfortunately so many people don't take responsibility for their own life. This is what I feel happened to my mom. She was not only hiding cancer, and I feel like she felt that something was really bad happening inside her body. She kind of, at least what I feel, did it on purpose to take revenge and her husband, current husband, not my father, it was her second husband. And they had a really unhealthy relationships. I can't call it healthy. They came to the point when my mom and her husband, they literally did everything to piss each other off. Like seriously, it was, for me, it looked like every evening when they had a family dinner together, there was some topics they both were disagree with, and some things both knew that they are really, it will bring conflict in their relationships, my English. But still they would start talking it. And you know how people can play with the words in order to make another person angry, and they literally feel satisfied from it. And their relationships came to the point when both felt this way. It's unhealthy. I would say it was so toxic from both of them, and both suffered. But for some reason, these toxic relationships, they are so addictive to people. This is why many people can't quit, and they keep living with a partner who in these toxic relationships, because they got addicted to them. It was obviously for us that it is a sign from the universe that, hey girl, you've got to change something about your life. You do not live life you meant to live. You are not happy. And obviously my mom was not happy at all. And when she got the cancer, we had these conversations with her mom. Let's move to our city. We will help you to settle. We will help you to find job. Like, we were already completely independent and could help mom to find a good place to live and then like do everything. Just come, leave that man. You are not happy. Even though she kind of was agree with us, like she said, yes, I will do, I will move. She didn't really want it, unfortunately. No matter how much we try, I remember times when I found like apartments where she could live, and we found even jobs for her. The problem is that if a person doesn't want to change, nothing is going to change the person. So the change is supposed to come within, from inside. If you will just push person and force, you will make things only worse. I need to cook. Sophia doesn't sleep without me, so I multitasking here. And I really wanted to share this message with you. And I'm wondering, why are we human beings this way? We always wait for something tragic happen, for some really disaster with our health, with our loved ones, with like something really turning point in life. We just ignore the signs from the universe. We ignore all the messages we get. We ignore our feelings, our intuition. We ignore all of that until it gets too late. I'm sure you know this feeling. And probably right now there is something in your life that you really want to change. Your job, your partner, the place you live in. There is something you don't like about your life. You want to change, but you don't really take real actions. You wait for something. So don't wait, really. Don't wait, because the universe speaks with you. First it whispers, then it speaks louder, and then it slaps you, and then something tragic happens. Don't wait for tragic. You don't need that. We are coming here to this world to be happy. Everybody meant to be happy. So if you are not happy, take responsibility for your life. Nobody is here to make you happy, only you. It's your job. It's your job. When mom started treatment at the hospital, first hospital doctors, they really didn't want to take her, and they said like, you have 1 month, 2 months. We persisted. I remember how I stayed in the room with the doctor and I said, I will not go anywhere until you take my mom and me with her, because she couldn't already basically move and she couldn't care about herself anyhow. So I needed to be there with her to make sure everything is fine. And doctors really made an exception for us to stay with her in the room with the other patients as well. And when she started treatment, the chemotherapy, after a few therapies, things seems to be better. And I've noticed a shift in my mom's mindset. She started believing that everything's still possible. So she started having these conversations. I want to change my life. I want to do this. I've always wanted to try playing that instrument. I always wanted to have a piano at home. When you have feeling that you are losing life, you have all the things on your mind that you didn't really make happen, and then you're about to die, so all the things come back, and she could list all the things she wanted to do. And that was great. We also, me and my sister, we read, watched lots of stories, inspirational stories from other people who had cancer, how they managed not only heal themselves completely, but also change their lives completely. Someone choose food, someone choose to like go to nature and find the meaning. Others like did really different stuff. Some did really crazy stuff, but anyhow it worked for them. So I remember how we tried to make our minds work for mom, like, look mom, this is a healthy food, and imagine when you eat it, it heals you from inside, it removes all the tumors you have in your body. And I saw that spark in her eyes, that glow, and we started believing. All of us started believing, and my mom herself started believing that everything can work out and she can still live, maybe not as long as it's possible now, but at least longer than doctors said. That was a moment of relief and quiet happiness. And I left mom, moved back to the town I lived, and started living my life again. And sister also left her. And unfortunately, mom came back to the same life. I mean, she lived with the same person who didn't value her. I mean, even though he understood that she was sick, still, at some point, there was no appreciation again, no value in each other, no like support. And I felt so sad for mom that she didn't find that strength inside just to leave that man. She always found excuses not to leave and stay, maybe later, maybe in 1 year, I go to this medical center, I cannot leave the city. And again, if a person doesn't want to change inside, surroundings, people, quit relationships, you can't change the person. The situation started getting worse super fast, like very, very fast. My second son came already, and I had 2 babies on my arms, 2 kids. And I got another message from her husband that mom didn't eat for a long time, she wasn't feeling well. Mom also said that something was going on, so I took my newborn, 4 months old, Artyom was that time, my oldest daughter, and we came to my mom with my sister by train again, and yeah, situation was too bad already. Another interesting fact that happened during my mom's illness, I remember for a long time before she got sick, she wanted to retire, and she was talking about it quite often. So she said, I want to retire, I want to do something else, I don't want to work. I remember that really clearly. And basically, she got what she wanted. Because after she got cancer, 4th stage, doctors consider it like a very bad situation. And we managed to collect all the documents to get some social benefits for her as a person who can't work anymore. So basically, she retired. That was crazy for me to realize that she got what she wanted. This is where we need to be super specific at what we ask for in the universe. Sometimes I catch myself on the thought, oh, I'm so tired with the children all the time, I don't have time, I just want to be by myself. And then I catch myself, no. You don't want to be by yourself. You have the most precious thing in your life. You have your family, your children, who can't even let you go and make videos for you. But it's so precious, and I understand that. And I'm careful with what I ask for, what I'm asking for the universe, because it will give you what you ask. Be specific, be careful with what you are wishing for, with your thoughts, with what you are thinking, because your thoughts have energy. Everything has energy. Your feelings also, when you feel something and you do not release those feelings, you keep them inside, you numb yourself, it doesn't go anywhere. It will be exploding, but inside. And I feel that that cancer, it's also result of my mom's offenses and feeling of injustice in the world, because she was that strong person who always believed in justice, who hated the government, who always thought that she was right, and that accumulated in sometimes. And that was sometimes difficult to talk to mom and say another point of view. If she was disagree with you, she would start fighting for her point of view, and it was a little bit difficult to confront with her. Anyhow, all those feelings, hate, offenses, feeling of injustice, it turned out being tumors inside her. I believe in this because I saw so many cancer sick people, and I saw how a simple change in their life, in their mindset, in their life approach, the way it habits, it's their life healed cancer completely. I saw those people because I stayed with the mom in the hospital, and I saw every 21 day after another chemotherapy, either the same people or some people didn't come back because they didn't need the treatment anymore. Some people didn't come back because they just died. That was also difficult to process this information. One day you see a person, another day you don't. It's definitely life-changing experience. The main point in this part is to recognize your feelings, respect your feelings, let them come out. If you feel anger, like, let it be, let that anger come out. And if you don't like something, just say it. Do not numb all those feelings. I feel that mom had so many offenses at life, at government, at her, like the way she was raised, and she didn't have father, and it was so many traumas from inside which she didn't really heal, because also it was a so difficult time, born in the USSR, and then the country you were born in fell apart and you don't know where you belong to. And I remember my mom constantly said that I was born not in Russia, I was born in the USSR. It was really not like she didn't accept her life. At some point I felt that mom gave up and didn't want to take responsibility of her life. An interesting observation during my mom's illness is how people reacted to it. So many people, they were so scared of this diagnosis, and many people couldn't support her. I mean, literally just coming to visit her was so difficult, but it was so sad to see mom alone. I mean, not that many friends visited, only a few. Even family members wasn't that excited to go and visit mom, just to spend time with her, because either they couldn't accept what happened, they couldn't see her sick, or were scared of maybe to be around a person who has cancer, not to catch something. But it was really sad. What was also said is that when mom passed away, not that many people really asked me how did I feel, and also something about her. Many people just were again kind of scared of asking those questions. Many of my friends even, they said like, I'm sorry, but I wanted to talk about it more. You know, I wanted to maybe tell more about my mom, what the woman she was, and maybe how I feel. But people didn't ask. I'm saying this to you because if you have the situation when someone is losing a person they love, you can just be more supportive. You can not only say I'm sorry, but also ask a few words about that person, how it feels and what was the person, and maybe to tell more things what was good about the person. I understand that this topic is really tough. For some people it can be really emotional to talk about this stuff, but the person who lost someone needs that support. They need to talk about it. After my mom passed away, so many things happened, and I would love to tell her so many things about the life, about like everything, because we changed our life completely. But unfortunately, I cannot talk to her in person, but I can share those lessons she gave me. And I know that some of you need to hear these lessons in order to avoid drama in your life, because you are in control. My mom passed away 5 years ago. I will always remember her eyes when I said her goodbye. I was getting on a train and I said her, I come back. Even though I knew inside that that's the last time I see her alive. That's very sad. I mean, that's crazy moment. I will never forget her eyes. Even if one person who listens to this message will make a change, that means it was worth it. Thank you for watching this video. Ja, Sophie.